Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight with your host and co-host, Dan Maddox,
Light.
and we have a special guest here today. Rhythm Child, go ahead, boy.
Woo! And I done know.
Yeah, today's topic is vigilante justice. And I find it extremely strange when a white person does vigilante justice, we call them racist if he's doing the justice on a black person. But if a black person does the vigilante justice on anybody, even on black people, they're saying, woohoo, justice. And I'm like, both is, is vigilante. So it's either we on it for both. For example, I'll give you an example. Jordan Neely was choked out by an ex-Marine, right? And allegedly, it was 15 minutes, which I said, that's wrong, it was 15 minutes, right? But the guy on the train wasn't innocent either, so they both would be considered wrong to me. New things came out that the guy, it wasn't 15 minutes, it was actually under like 4 minutes and like that, right? Allegedly. That's what's being reported now. So, black people were saying the white guy kills the black homeless man who was on the train threatening to kill people because he's hungry. Over 42 arrests, beating up women, things like that. Fine. They said that he's wrong and he racist for killing that black man. Okay, fine. I can say, yeah, so technically he could go to jail for second-degree murder. I get that. Fine. No argument for me when it comes to that. But then last week, got a guy named, I wish I had his name. I put the name on the title. But a black guy stabs a homeless man on the train, on the J line, in his chest, defending a black woman. And everyone says, woohoo, yes. And not major news at all. So I'm saying, why isn't it major news when it comes down to this vigilante justice? It's because it was a black person killing a black person. Once again, we desensitized most black on black crimes. And then he didn't even get, we got released with no bail. We got just like Daniel Penny got $100,000 bail. This black guy got no bail. To be perfectly honest, I'm still on the black guy's side. To be perfectly honest, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because New York is ridiculous with these homeless people attacking people on the train. I'm not even gonna hold you. So I'm actually kind of on his side. But he still is wrong for having a knife. You can't have a license to carry a knife. With that being said, what you gotta say about that?
I got a knife. Can I show it?
No, niggas.
Man, I can never show my knife, man. Yeah, it's palm size, man. We need something for protection out here, man. You got crackheads, you got rapists, you got all kind of weirdos. You just got schizophrenics everywhere. No disrespect, because I know that's meant to. But listen.
Still true, you're right.
We need to protect our community, man. We see people bugging the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if you got to call the cops or you got to do something, man, make sure you see something, you say something. Because it's kids that's out here traveling, your mother, your father, elders, all that, man. So we got to take care of this community, man. So listen, we come together and we jump their ass. That's it, jump their ass.
How you feel about that, D? Vigilante justice.
First of all, the question for me is the news media the devil? Or does the news media just give the people what they want, like a drug? To me, the news media knows exactly what they're doing. The news media really do, I gotta say it, the news media really do play on our ignorance, and yeah, our stupidity.
I agree. Cause like even for example, right? Let's go with like we as black people will literally depend on media, knowing that the media is very divisive, right? They're literally there to divide us, right? So they're there to do. It's very devious too. It's very destructive. The media, it's just what it is. But we just keep going out there acting like that don't happen to people over and over, and we they keep playing the race card on purpose because they know we are emotional people and we're gonna react with the emotions, and they usually generate money back to the economy. So what I'm just saying is, we saw black people. Oh my God! For example, let's go with Black Panthers, right? We was literally we cheered for Black Panthers. I still did too. But let's be honest, a lot of them was vigilantes. They was.
Yeah.
But because they was fighting for our rights, I get it. But they took law in their own hands. That's what a vigilante is. So I'm like, vigilante justice for them? Yes, because they was out there, like literally, to be honest, all of them wasn't good people. But the movement was for a good cause. Because you can't, everybody in the movement ain't gonna be good. That's what it is. You're gonna have some people automatically bad everywhere you go, right? So I'm just saying, and when it comes to Black Panthers, they also did the same thing, vigilante justice, for good. But it was illegal because you're not the cops, right? So we'll justify that shit when black people do it amongst each other. But when a white man does it to a black person, we automatically say it's wrong. No, he's supposed to be going to jail. So if by that logic, I bet not see none of y'all parents dress y'all kids up with Batman outfits on for Halloween. Cause that nigga's a fucking vigilante. Batman and Robin are vigilantes, man. Yeah. Oh, Jordan Neely's fucked up. Vigilante, he ain't no cop. He's wrong. But then you dress yourself up with a fucking vigilante outfit. Am I lying? I mean, it makes sense, right? Batman's a vigilante.
It makes absolute sense. You know, like, I feel that we're living in a time where people don't even know what racism is.
They don't.
They just react to what they think racism is. In the times of the Black Panther and stuff like that, that was extreme racism. And if I was brought up within that time, you already know, man, I would have been a Black Panther. I swear to God.
Me too.
In this time, right? Does racism exist? Yes. Is it as extreme as what it used to be? No.
Just hidden agendas.
Yeah, you know, but it must be a heavy feeling to wake up, you see your family, or you see your siblings, you see your mom, your dad, and you really have that weight on your shoulder, on your back, that you might just get attacked today, to the point that you got to step out of your house with a knife. You got to step out of your house with a gun. You got to step out of your house with a freaking cutlass. Like, that must be heavy. I don't deny that when I step out of my house that today might not just be a good day for me, but I don't carry that heaviness on my back, nor do I carry it on my shoulder where I'm just like, shit, I gotta step back inside. Forgot that kitchen knife, gotta pack that.
Yeah, it's a fact.
But watch this though. Who are they packing the weapons for? That's the point.
Anybody and anybody.
No,
everybody.
but we're doing it to defend ourselves from actual niggas.
Nah.
That's the point that I'm making.
Yeah,
because in the city, there's not white people living here mainly. We're traveling every day outside, I'm not knocking it, but it's an issue that we have because we are outside acting like the white man, blah blah. But reality is you arm yourself to defend yourself from another person, another black man. That's the reality.
Yeah, we are the most fucking aggressive race probably. We've been through a lot. So we always on standpoint. Like he said, we have to worry about not just the black man, but nigga, the cops too. Especially cops is worse than the black man.
Stop saying.
I that's me, bro. I feel like the cops the cops attacks us. When I go outside, bro, like I do think about my safety when it comes to, you know, I might need my knife. But nigga, when the cops get behind me or the cops stop me,
say that part again. Say that in there for what?
For protection. Like
from who?
Listen, I got into a fight with Mexican. I got into a fight with a Dominican. I got into a fight with a white man. I got into a fight. I got into altercations with Chinese people. I was locked up.
Though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I carry my weapon. I got into a fight with my white boss. Well, old white boss.
Let me ask you a question.
So it's just being on point. But like if I'm in the hood, what other race that I'm gonna see besides the people that lives in my neighborhood?
And the point that he's making is that, for example, if you go outside and you're supposed to be comfortable around your own blacks, you shouldn't even have to pack no damn knife. But now we're in society that you feel like you have to pack this knife because it's a very high chance your own brethren is going to rob you or assault you. That's the point that he's making. And that should put other people in a place of vigilante justice.
That's reality.
I also feel that weapons come out when there is an absence from intelligence. I don't want to go like over time, but quick story. 14th Street, Union Square, I'm in the train station. This guy got like a big plastic bag, and I can tell that he just came out of jail. I'm wearing all this jewelry. The guy is like looking at me. My intelligence kicks in. I turn to myself and I say, you know what? I don't feel this energy. Let me walk down so that when the train comes, I can get into a different cart. Avoid the situation before the situation even arises. Train comes, I get into the train station. Within a few stops, my man basically walked through the carts, rush hour, to stand right in front of my face, right? And he's like, I see you living a really good life. He doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. And I'm just like, I'm speaking to him as a human being because that's the place where I come from. I say, well, like, you'd be surprised, you know, like some days are hard for me. Some days I'm happy, some days I'm smiling, like, you know what, like, you know, you already know. And I addressed him as brother. I said, you already know, brother, life has its ups and downs, but I mean, today I'm chilling. What's up? He turns to me and he says, well, you seem to be living like a better life than me. Let me borrow that chain. I just breathed, smiled a little bit. I looked him dead in the eyes and I said, the definition of holding or borrowing, it means that you have the intention of giving it back to me. I don't think that you have the intention of giving it back to me. My intelligence that I directed at him did not match my image. Therefore, he stared at me in a confused demeanor. Then I proceeded to tell him, I said, listen, you see a man wearing all this jewelry on him. Before you jump to what you want to do, look deep into the situation.
Think about it.
One, I might have something on me that can seriously injure you if you try to take these jewelries off my body.
Facts.
Two, I might be skilled within something that I'm able to protect myself to get me out of any situation that you bring towards me. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna remove my jewelry in front of you because I don't want to get them scratched. And I removed them in front of him and I put it in my bag. And I said, if you really want the jewelry that bad, then I encourage you to jump. And once you jump, you'll find out which of the two things is true.
Yeah.
Or we could just forget that this even happened. We can get off within 2 stops or whatever, and I could take you out to lunch. My man was shocked the way that I remained calm, cool, and collective.
You bagged that nigga?
And the way, and the way that I interacted with him.
Yo, hold on, so word?
Yeah.
I like how you approach me.
Yo,
Let's do lunch.
And you got Reggie Miller eyes.
yo, my man accepted the lunch. My man accepted the lunch. I told him, I said, order whatever you want on the menu. We sitting down, we chilling. And my man said, who are you? And I told him, I said, yo, I'm a dude. I seen grenades before my time. I had knives and box cutters held to my. I said, like, yo, yo, if you know what, if I got $10 on me, take the $10. But guess what? I'm not just gonna give you the $10. I'm gonna talk to you like a human being to make you think about, was it really worth it? Right? Like, yo, so like we had, you know, like dinner or whatever, and I turned to him and I said, I want you to understand something. You are no different than me. I'm no different than you.
No, to bust his head, bro.
Everyone is a second away from insanity.
Yeah.
Everyone is a second away from insanity. And I told him, I said, you could have made a serious mistake just now, and you could have ended up back in jail.
No, to put his mind up.
What
If
the-
you'd have said, we said, who are you? You would have said, I'm an angel. And then disappeared.